Handheld gaming has always been a bit of a mixed bag for me. Back in the late 2000s, I had the Sony PSP, the ultimate cool kid gadget of that time. Then around the late 2010s, I had the Nintendo Switch, which was fun, but both of these consoles had their own limitations. The PSP basically ran PS2 ports, and the Switch, while brilliant in concept, had limited titles and underwhelming hardware. Cut to 2023 and Asus entered the chat with the ROG Ally, a proper Windows handheld that looked like the future. Of course, it wasn't perfect, but it was also the first time I felt that handheld gaming has finally caught up to the PC power. And now in 2025, the new ROG Xbox Ally X takes things up a notch, fixing most of the previous gen issues and bringing even better performance, build and integration with Xbox. Hello everyone, Aman here for Digit, and this is my full review of the ROG Xbox Ally X. Let's get started. Okay, let's not waste time because this is a gaming machine and that's exactly where we are starting. When it comes to performance, the ROG Xbox Ally X is a beast in a small body. It is powered by AMD's Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme chip, and this thing can easily handle modern AAA titles. In Battlefield 6, I averaged around 50 FPS at 1080p on medium settings. During actual matches, the FPS stayed around 40, which is impressive for a handheld device. Doom: The Dark Ages ran at about 20 FPS at 1200 by 900 on medium settings, but once I turned on frame generation, it jumped to a smooth 60 FPS. Silent Hill F was a bit heavy, giving me around 20 FPS on high settings, but switching to low got me a stable 30 to 35 FPS. Then there's Ori and the Will of the Wisp. This one absolutely flew, averaging 140 FPS on balanced settings. Forza Horizon 5 ran like a dream too. I was seeing close to 100 FPS on high graphics with AMD's frame generation turned on. Every car, every road, every reflection looked beautiful. And even Black Myth Wukong, one of the most demanding games right now, managed around 50 FPS most of the time, occasionally touching 60 FPS. So for a handheld running full PC games, that's genuinely impressive. Now, if you care about benchmarks, here are some quick numbers. On 3D Mark Steel Nomad DX12, it scored 601 points, Time Spy gave it 4104 points, and Fire Strike gave it 9063 points. Geekbench 6 showed 2803 for single core and 12768 for multi-core, and these are really solid scores for a handheld device. But beyond the numbers, it's the real experience that stands out. Games boot fast and the overall performance is smooth, and I think that's what really matters. Now let's talk about design. The ROG Xbox Ally X looks fantastic in this matte black finish. It's got that classic ROG personality with subtle Xbox branding, and the rear vents form the ROG logo. They look very cool. The new textured grips feel a lot like actual Xbox controllers, which makes a big difference during long gaming sessions. So it is small enough to hold in one hand, though I will admit after an hour or so my wrists started feeling a bit tired, so I usually rest it on my lap. Now there are two USB Type-C ports, one for charging and a 3.5mm headphone jack. You also get handy shortcut buttons which are genuinely useful when gaming or navigating menus. The display is a 7-inch 1080p IPS panel, and it is bright, colorful and perfect for portable gaming. It can get a bit reflective now under strong sunlight, but it is still playable. I have even gamed in cabs and outdoor cafes without much trouble. Overall, the colors look natural, not overly boosted, though I would have loved to see an OLED panel at this price point. Now, battery life is an area which I would still call decent for what this thing packs. While gaming, I got around 2 to 3 hours on average. For example, I started Forza Horizon 5 at 57% battery, and after half an hour it dropped to say 36%. Another 20 minutes later it was around 20%. So yes, it is meant for short, intense sessions rather than all day gaming. When using it casually for web browsing or say playing YouTube, it lasts around 4 to 5 hours, and on standby it easily lasts over a day. So if you are traveling, you can pull it out for a quick session before your flight starts without worrying that it is dead. The dual speakers are another surprise highlight. They are loud, detailed and surprisingly impressive. I could actually feel the tension in games like Silent Hill F, the rush in Forza Horizon and the calm of Ori. Even in a noisy office, I didn't really need headphones, and at home the speakers filled the room easily. Thermals are also well managed. Say after a few hours it does get warm, but it never got uncomfortably hot. The air vents push heat out efficiently, and while the exhaust air is hot, the handheld itself doesn't feel it. ASUS has definitely done a good job here. Software-wise, the ROG Xbox Ally X runs Windows 11, which gives it a massive advantage. You can access all your PC games and apps, but the real magic is in the dedicated Xbox mode. With just one button press, you are in the Xbox interface, ready to play without needing to touch the screen. It is simple and it feels like a proper Xbox experience on the go. So at 1,14,990 rupees, the ROG Xbox Ally X is undoubtedly expensive, but it is also something special. For gamers who want the full PC experience in a portable form factor, this is probably the best option available right now. It is compact, it is powerful, and it finally feels like the dream handheld we have all been waiting for, the one that merges console simplicity with PC freedom. And that's about it for my review of the ROG Xbox Ally X. Let me know your thoughts about this console in the comments below, and as always, I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.